Manifesting step by step or going to the very end of your desire right away. How should you manifest your desire, and is one of the ways better than the other? Short answer is yes, but it depends on when. That is what we are going to talk about in this video so that you figure out how to choose the way you manifest your desire or different desires, because it can be different from desire to desire. So stay tuned, and before I start talking about end goals and how to manifest things, please make sure to subscribe to the channel so that we spread this beautiful message that we create our own reality, and especially if you like manifestation videos that explain things in a simple and practical way so that you can apply them to your own manifestations right away. So the most topics of the videos are inspired by the questions I get from clients, and this one in particular got to my attention, the importance of choosing how to manifest your desire, by one client in particular who was manifesting an SP. And during the first session I asked her, how do you want to go about this? Because they were in no contact. I think she was blocked even. They weren't talking, not in good terms at all. She was having lots of anxiety about the situation. So I asked her, do you want to manifest contact first, or do you want to manifest the whole relationship? She said, absolutely the whole relationship. I want to marry the guy, have children, etc. Of course, I said, your desire, then we work on that. And session after session, we would work with the limiting beliefs, new stuff would come up. We would work on self-concept. There was lots of stuff around her self-concept in this one. And then several sessions later, she said, Anna, you know what? I can't do this, because every time I imagine myself married to the guy, my mind immediately goes, how are you married to this person if you're not even talking? So that was an interesting thing for her to find out, because we always hear go to the end, which is a wonderful thing to do. Now I'm going to talk about the difference between going to the very end or manifesting step by step, and which one you should choose when. Because remember, there's no one way of doing things, but there is choosing what works for you in that specific situation. Because even for you as a person, one thing may not work always in all your manifestations, right? So it's really important to be mindful about how you go about things, because it will manifest regardless, but we don't want it to be hard. We don't want to deal with anxiety all the time, resistance, etc., etc. It will come up, but we want to get rid of it and go to our end goal. So when you are going to the very end, let's say in this case you're manifesting an SP, you are not talking, there are lots of problems, maybe arguments have happened, there are lots of limiting beliefs around this topic or the specific situation, and you go to the very end where you're married and you have children, your house, etc. Which, when that has manifested, you will have other end goals with this person. So that's the current end goal. And this is a really interesting thing to remember, because I'll get back to this. If you don't have lots of resistance about going to the end and staying there, that's the right thing to do. But if there are other problems to solve, limiting beliefs that will come up, maybe self-concept related stuff, self-worth, maybe I should say, related stuff that will come up, you solve the problems as you go while staying in the very end of your beautiful marriage with this person, right? But if the resistance is so much that that causes you anxiety, then that's not the right thing to do for you. Again, resistance will come up, limiting beliefs will come up. You will work with them and get rid of them one by one as they come up, as you keep manifesting the end goal, keep pushing out, and then at some point you're pushing it out because everything is yourself pushed out, right? And the 3D at some point will have to conform to your inner world. If you're in a place where going to the very end goal, and this may be about money, this may be about health even, if you're in constant physical pain, affirming that you are completely healthy may not be helpful for you, which is the very end of this. It may create even more resistance and even more anxiety, and may cause your mind to go crazy with evidence that no, you're not healthy because you're in pain. So that's not helpful, even though that would be the ideal thing to do, right? Going to the very end. In those situations, what you want to do is you want to go slower. Manifesting step by step is not going to slow down your manifestation. Sometimes it even quickens the process. Because if you force yourself to stay in the end, in anxiety, doubts, spiral down about the quote-unquote fact that it's not happening, etc., then you are going to feel stuck. You're going to feel like you're going backwards. That is the case where you want to go step by step. If it's about your health, you might want to affirm that I am starting to feel better. I am starting to feel like I'm healing. And I'm not telling you to stay in that state forever. But when you affirm something like that, that is not going to have as much resistance as I am completely healthy, you are going to start manifesting that feeling quicker. You are going to start feeling difference quicker, and then go to the next step. And this is what I mean when I say that it may even quicken your manifestation when you go step by step. Not always. This is not something you want to do always. This is for those times where going to the end just doesn't work for you. The same with your relationship. If you are in no contact, if that's the big limitation for you, maybe you want to manifest contact. Maybe you want to manifest something to happen first, and then go to the next and the next and the next. This way, you are going to start feeling stuff happening around you or on the inside. You might start to feel better, more confident. Remember the good things. And this is something very interesting with the mind, that whatever you focus on, that's where you are even going to manifest more similar thoughts. So when you start focusing on something seemingly smaller but positive, you may even remember the positive things about the relationship or the person that you didn't before, because it was all anxiety and all about stuff not happening. It will block out everything else that's not similar to that. And that is how it's helpful, because you start feeling things happening and you feel more encouraged to go to the next step and the next step and the next step. So if you are stuck in pushing yourself to stay in the very end, that creating more anxiety, you're told to affirm harder, but you just can't convince yourself that it will ever happen. You don't even have to convince yourself that it will ever happen. Your job is to stay in the end, whichever end it is. Then take a step back, manifest some evidence that your person loves you, manifest some evidence that your body is actually capable of healing. And then you go from there. You will reach your end goal. You will get there. But doing more steps. And by the way, sometimes even staying in the end and persisting in the very end, sometimes you still have to do the steps. Because stuff comes up. Stuff comes up. It's like layers and layers and layers. You peel the layers. limiting beliefs still come up. Self-worth related stuff may still come up that you want to work with. So the problems are either going to dissolve or come up for you to solve them on purpose. So, and going back to what I was saying before, that about end goals. What is an end goal? And this is also a question that I have received from clients so many times. Clients having doubts about the thing that they're manifesting, whether it's the right thing to manifest. Is this the end goal? I have had one client once who thought she was manifesting the wrong thing by manifesting a date with a guy, because she had been told before that she should manifest the relationship instead, that the date is not an end goal. Everything is an end goal. Everything you want is an end goal. And she didn't even know if she wanted to marry him. So that was her. That was something that she had a little bit anxiety around. Should I manifest the relationship? But I'm not really sure. Can I manifest the date? Yes, you can. Can I manifest the text? Yes, you can. Manifesting the text in and of itself can be an end goal. You need to be prepared, though, that just because you manifest a text, that's not going to manifest a date or a relationship or something else. Manifestation is precise. Whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is going to express just that. Your subconscious mind is not going to sit there and interpret what you want. Oh, she wants a text, so maybe she wants 2 dates and then a relationship. Oh, he is manifesting meeting her, so maybe he wants to marry her. That's not how it works. He wants to manifest meeting her. He's manifesting meeting her. Then that's what we do. You meet her. That's it. That's where the manifestation ends. And this is something very important to pay attention to when you are manifesting in steps. When you manifest in steps, once the first step is manifested, you need to go to the next step, because it's not going to manifest itself. And don't let anyone tell you what you should manifest, what is the right end goal. Everything is an end goal. You manifesting a pizza for tonight is an end goal. Whatever you focus on is an end goal. And by the way, focusing on the negative, technically that's also an end goal, because that's also going to continuously manifest if you keep your focus there, of course. If you don't, you shift focus to your, for example, contact with the person, or your body healing, or money starting to come in, or whatever, traffic being better, you finding parking spots easier, whatever it is, it's an end goal. You decide what your end goal is. Even if you're manifesting in steps, if you know where you're going, you just know you want to manifest maybe the person to feel a certain way, you want to be treated in a certain way, you want to feel in a certain way, then you want to have contact, you want your communication to flow. Sometimes doing these steps also clarifies for you what you actually want in a relationship. This can be very important to do in some situations. For example, if you have always had bad relationships and now you decide that you're no longer going to be treated like that, start affirming, I am in the most perfect, loving relationship ever. Your mind is going to start asking questions. What is a perfect relationship? How does the person treat me? How is our communication? How do I feel? How do they feel? Those are things then that become those steps that you manifest. So there is not one way fits all at all in manifestation. There is one law which says that whatever impresses on your subconscious mind has to be expressed. So whatever is in your imagination continuously is going to impress and become true for your own mind. And then you have to experience it on the physical. Therefore, anything that you want to change on the physical, you have to change on the inside. And that is what applies for everyone. Everything else, how you do the things, how you do the work, and what type of work you do for your new story to impress on your subconscious mind is up to you. What works for someone may not work for others, and What works for you to manifest something romantic may not work for you to manifest money or health. So therefore, I am such a fan of trying different methods and see what works for you in that situation. If something stresses you out, please don't do it, or find a solution to dissolve that stress in a healthy way so that you don't suppress it and keep it for later. I really hope this was helpful for you. I really hope this was inspiring. And I am really hoping to remove some limitations for you. Don't let anyone tell you what your end goal should be. Don't let anyone tell you that you should do something that you maybe don't want to do. Test things. By testing it, you will figure out what you like doing, what works for you, what you keep coming back to. So this is how you figure out how manifestation actually works, by testing it. Because it's good to have the theory. I'm here for you to give you the theory on how things work and how it can work. But it's up to you to test it. Put it to the test, do the work. It's going to be wonderful, and you're doing it for you. You're doing it for your own happiness, and therefore don't give up on yourself and on your dreams. Keep going, and it will come. It will come, even when it seems that it won't. You persist and you will see how the 3D will conform to your imagination. And that's how it works. And once again, subscribe to the channel. I don't know what happened. Let's spread this beautiful message and see you in the next video.